Making the headlines, Governor Soludo expresses resolve to give Indianambra affordable and accessible health institution. Commissioner Obina cautions parents against aiding and abetting crimes. JAMB probes technical hitches biometric failures in 2022 UTME. Canada announces plans to decriminalize cocaine, MDMA and other drugs. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Welcome to the news. My name is Chidimma Orangma. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says his administration is committed to building a health institution that is efficient, affordable and accessible for the residents of Anambra State. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, disclosed this during his unscheduled working visit to the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Teaching Hospital, Amakoka. Correspondent Chibuzo Okoye completes the story.
The commissioner who came with his team from the ministry was taken round the hospital by the chief medical director, Dr. Joe Akabike, accompanied by his senior staff members. Speaking to the ABS after the inspection, Dr. Obidike said that the visit was as a result of the governor's mandate that his ministry has to visit all government's-owned hospitals in the state with a view to ascertaining their areas of strength and weaknesses in order to address their challenges accordingly. The health commissioner, who expressed satisfaction with what he met on ground, warned the staff of the hospital to be more committed and dedicated to duty, as the Soludo administration will not tolerate truancy, laxity and unwholesome attitude from anybody. On the issue of the cost of food in the hospital, Dr. Obidike made it clear that he's satisfied with the quality of the food, but appealed to the food vendor to liaise with the hospital management for eventual downward readjustment.
The patients were happy. So, but in some of the only areas they have stayed long time. Imagine by 12 o'clock, the health personnel that are supposed to render the service are not yet there. You can't feel happy. So those areas that the governors will come in terms of people doing what they're paid to do, in terms of people, because it's not only, you can see the equipment, we have a lot of equipment here. In terms of the areas that we're improving on, like in the ophthalmology department, we are definitely going to hugely improve, and I've discussed with the chief medical director there. You need to improve on that because you see a lot of patients there, and one of those two gaps identified will be urgently attended to so that our people will not continue to suffer.
Earlier, the chief medical director of the hospital, Dr. Akabike, who commended the commissioner for the visit, thanked Governor Soludo for his passion for the health needs of Indianambra and noted that their greatest challenge is the issue of power supply, among others, and expressed optimism that the current administration in the state is capable of transforming the health sector of Anambra State.
The greatest problem we have is the issue of energy. We have a 500 kVA generator that broke down, and we put in about 7 million. We could not still rectify it, and I think it's not worth putting more money there. So we need a new genset, and then we need some equipment in some places, like we talked about ophthalmology operation for eye, and then there are little and more other things that we needed to do in terms of equipment. But all in all, I think government has marvelously done well. They have really invested in this place, and now that we have a new governor, new face. I want to improve. I'm also calling on our workers and even the Anambra at large to come in and patronize teaching hospital.
From Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakoka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
Reverend Ambassador Alex Okedo of the Living Epistles Ministry International has been consecrated and enthroned as a bishop in the Pentecostal Fellowship Movement. The consecration was presided over by the President, Igbo Gospel Bishop Organization Worldwide, Most Reverend Professor Sylvanus Ofili. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoye reports.
The The historic event also attracted the archbishops and bishops, including the Chairman, Pentecostal Bishops Association, Anambra State, Archbishop Ephraim Ndife, other men of God, and members of the church, friends and well-wishers. Right Reverend Okedo is the founder and general overseer of the Living Epistles Ministry International, with branches across the nation and beyond. The Nnewi-born prelate during the consecration was examined by the College of Bishops, which was later followed by oath of office administered by the legal team led by Just Benson Nwankwo-San. In a message during the service, Most Reverend Ofili defined a bishop as the leader of the church and society, whose aim is to achieve the mission and mandate of the church, provide direction and a rallying point for others, urging the new bishop to profile ideas, opinions, and become a voice in the body of Christ.
Is that he should take his place as a leader, not just in the church, but also in the community, in the state, and in our country at large. To whom much is given, much is expected. We are expecting him to lead the people to righteousness. We are expecting that, in Oka, to be precise, that through his leadership, that God's grace and favor will reign upon the land. And to the people, we expect submission, we expect support, we expect them to stand by him to ensure that God is glorified.
While thanking God for his grace, the new bishop, Right Reverend Okedo, described all that happened in his life as the handwork of God who called him to his service, promising to move on with the work of the ministry.
I'm looking forward to the grace of God to discharge my duties, not just for the church, even to the society. And by the grace of God, I trust God that God will raise me to become a voice to the voiceless and to help humanity fulfill their God-given assignment as a result of this. That with the grace of God, anything is possible, and that this is their season. Anything is possible. You can achieve anything God called you to achieve, and by his grace, we all will get to that fulfillment.
On her part, the wife of the Archbishop, Pastor Dr. Ijoma Okedo Alex, said the office is a call to higher dimensions and exploits in the ministry, looking forward to opportunity for more ministry expression and influence following his consecration. Also in an attendance at the enthronement service were the traditional rulers of Nnewi, Igwe Kenneth Orizu, and his Okpuno counterpart, Igwe Sunday Kafo. Book launch and other side attractions climaxed the service. I am Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Following a rape incident that occurred last year involving 121 years Mr. Chinedu Ebuka Eziuso, a native of Adazienu, who took advantage of his younger sister, 13 years old, at their hometown in Adazienu. The National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking Persons, with the help of Ministry of Women and Social Welfare and Violence Against Persons Prohibition Implementation, tracked and captured Chibuzo Eziuso. Correspondent Chidimma Ikanyongo has details.
Chinedu is said to have been involved in notorious activities around their neighborhood, which included attempting to rape a young girl at Nene, but was arrested by the vigilante group and subsequently released because of his father's plea, flogging and beating women, murders, taking of Indian hemp, and stealing, to mention but a few. Anytime he gets apprehended, the parents won't hesitate to bail him. But after this particular incident, the issue was made public by some of his family members, and since then he has been at large. His victim, who was treated at Paul Iloalo Hospital Adazienu, is said to be having some medical complications even after treatments. When apprehended and brought to Oka, Honorable Ifyo Binabo cautioned parents against aiding and abetting crimes. She frowned at the evil meted on the innocent girl, assuring that justice will take its full course.
You slept with your sister. You used your thing and slept with your sister. You did not know. Are you into drugs?
Do you take Impulumidi?
No, man.
Do you take Igbo?
I'm not taking Igbo.
So why are you not in control of your body?
No, my sister. I don't know what I entered to me that day. So
don't you know she's your sister?
No, it's after the accident.
Must you take something's property by fire by force?
No, it's after the...
Do you know the meaning of rape? No. Rape. Forcing a girl. And you've been running all this while.
No, I'm not running. I went to work. I'm learning work.
You are learning work.
Honorable Obinabo further commended NAPTIP for their efforts and support in apprehending the perpetrator.
My whatever advice goes to parents. When you have this kind of child, you know you're into trouble. You're not supposed to be protecting him. It's not the first, it's not the second. Even doing it for the first time, raping somebody. Then your own is to protect your child against another person, against a young girl. Then you're supporting him. That's the implication. And parents, stop supporting him. Stop covering up all this rubbish. One day he will rape you. Have you not heard that some boys? One day he will go and rape the mother now. When people commit offense like this, they should be dealt with. Take them to court, prosecute them. If the law sets them free, that's okay. If not, you go in. He needs rehabilitation. Yeah. That's the truth. He needs rehabilitation. He's not normal. How can you even think of sleeping with your sister? Incest.
1 year. Your own blood sister.
Your own blood sister. Taboo. And now you will see make the mistake. Drugs. He must be, yes. He's into drugs. I know that.
In Oka, I am Chidemma Ikanyo reporting for ABS News. Senator, who was flanked by other top leaders of the Young Progressives Party (YPP) Anambra State Chapter during the interactive section with selected members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, led by the Vice Chairman of the Council, Mrs. Ngozi Obileri, x-rayed his first-term achievements as a senator and unveiled his manifesto for the upcoming general election. Senator Oba maintained that he has contributed immensely to the national growth by initiating and sponsoring various motions and bills that have touched the lives of the common man. While listing such bills to include the Offshore Act and the Civil Service Bill, Oba claimed that he has attracted federal institutions like Petroleum Research Institute of Aviation at Mbosi, Institute of Sickle Cell at Nanka, which he noted would attract more than 30,000 jobs. Speaking on the present insecurity bedeviling the nation, Senator Oba attributed it to the aftermath of NSAS protests and pledged to support the present state government through legislation to achieve security.
No president has ever signed a bill outside the shores of his country. My bill made Mr. President to sign it, and Nigeria is benefiting 700 billion. So if you have a legislator that just went for the first time and raised such a thing, I don't know. I'm not going to It is the Lord that doeth all these things. It's not by my own power. By the grace God has given me, by the little knowledge I have in the industry. So, again, and it was not debated, and that is the very first bill Mr. President signed. So, everyone come to Nigeria. We're going to Nigeria.
Contributing, the YPP flag bearers for Anambra Central Senatorial District, Dr. Chinedu Umadi, and his Anambra North counterpart, Mr. Uchenna Okaf, both expressed confidence that the party will come up top due to its antecedents. From Oka, I am Stella Iboka reporting for ABS News.
In line with the Governor Soludo Clarence call for the Anambra within the country and in the diaspora to come home to invest in the state, an Umojiban businessman, Chief Tochukwu Okeke, has said it is high time Ndi will come back home and support Governor Soludo in rebuilding the state. Correspondent Theophilus Okoha reports.
Past 20 years, I've been trying to invest in Anambra.
Mr. Okeke, who lives in Madrid, Spain, said he has resolved to invest in the state by opening an international private college, Land of Goshen International College for boys and girls, with all facility to meet all educational standards at off Obi Okoli Street, Oka, and is planning to persuade Bank of Industry to open a branch in the state.
For the past 20 years, I've been trying to invest in Anambra. I surrounded zero best hostel, music, hostel backup, and I brought in many guys from Spain. They were hostel, check in Amaka, make us see when we to backup in Spain. And I've come now, I'm in school. I'm in the first day international college, the first college in the primary school. My Spanish counterpart, all they do is to come and collaborate with me. I'm assuring them I am going to new government. And the only thing I want to say in our ear, we should come back to Anambra State and invest. And I've really showed them this.
Mr. Okeke's philanthropism has moved him to volunteer to offer scholarship to a 10-year-old girl, Miss Olwebubi from Abugu, who was denied schooling and has always received inhuman treatment by her guardian. Mr. Okeke, who is also an industrialist, urged all Ndianambra in the diaspora to invest in the development agenda of the Soludo solution. He, however, promised to intimate other Ndianambra living abroad of the need to support Governor Soludo in rebuilding the state, and however asked the state government to look into road construction in the state as it will facilitate industrialization in Anambra State.
I'm taking this message now. Asa Europe Nina, Mayopana, Ataba, Governor should come back, come and invest. And I'm sure that they're listening to me. Because my partner, Olive Oil, I've gone to see Nabiaka, Eva Factory, Anambra, Asamunda, Siawa, Asimoto, that's why the G1 are sleep. So the thing we present me, was here, I don't want to know the Namo, to be a quack, and as we are discussing now, by the grace of God, through my mentor, my chairman, I'm discussing heavily with Bank of Industry. And I want to assist. In fact, they are already assisting to make sure that we set up plants now in Anambra State.
Theophilus Okoha reporting for ABS News.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board said it was investigating claims of candidates who had biometric failure on technical issues which prevented them from writing the 2022 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and Direct Entry. The examination agency noted this in a tweet via its official Twitter handle. Statistics obtained from the website of the board revealed while 1,776,388 registered for the 2022 examinations, only 1,707,626 sat for the examination, making it a total of 53,712 who did not sit for the examinations despite registering. Earlier reports said 69 results were withheld, while 1,783 candidates were to sit for the exam again as a result of the biometric challenges. The examination board also noted that it will subsequently adapt the use of laptops for examinations. Canada has announced it will temporarily decriminalize the possession of small amounts of some illicit drugs in British Columbia, BC. The province asked for the criminal code exemption after overdoses claimed more than 2,000 lives in BC last year. This time limited 3-year trial in the first of its kind in Canada's adults will not be allowed to possess a combined total of 2.5 grams of opioids, cocaine, methamphetamine and MDMA. While those substances will remain illegal adults found in possession for personal use will not be arrested, charged, or have their drugs seized. Instead, they will be offered information in available health and social services. In its request to the federal government in November, BC said it asked for the drug law exemption in order to remove the shame that often prevents people from reaching out to the life-saving help. Federal Minister of Mental Health and Addictions Caroline Bennett said on Tuesday that for too many years, the ideological opposition to harm reduction has cost lives. And now sports. The 2018 Senegal Light Middleweight International Champion Anambra-born Chinedu Okeke, popularly known as DKDK, has beaten Huncho Duke to emerge HBE Middleweight Boxing Champion 2022. DKDK, also an HBE Middleweight Boxing Champion, secured the victory over Duke, the HBE Bayelsa State Station Champion, in a split judges' decision at the second International Boxing Championship held in Nnewi. Correspondent Chimezie Ume completes this report.
Israel on the red side. Israel on the red side versus Musa Shabi on the blue side.
The International Boxing Championship, tagged African Safari, was organized by Kimpton Palace Promotion and Heritage Boxing Entertainment. Kimpton Palace Promotion is a company that scouts and promotes young boxers across the continent with a professional boxing promotion license from the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, MBOC, while Heritage Boxing Entertainment, or HBE, is a renowned boxing company. In another category, a Nigerian boxer, Musa Gado Sahabi, beat Israel Obodo with a unanimous decision to emerge winner of the HBE Lightweight African Boxing Championship.
Stops the fight. One about.
Speaking immediately after the fight, Mr. Okeke, alias DKDK, expressed happiness for the win and thanked Heritage Boxing Entertainment for giving them the opportunity to showcase their talents. He asked Anambra State government through the State Sports Development Commission to prioritize boxing, as the state can boast of many talented boxers, predicting that tapping into the potential that boxing offers will showcase the state to the world.
Heritage Boxing Entertainment has given us a good platform to showcase our talents. You know, unlike what is happening in the West, in Lagos to be precise, they don't regard us as boxers. You know, where you have somebody from Agoda go to Ojuelegba to fight and become national boxing champion. While we are down here in the East, you know, we do more better than them. But going to represent Nigeria outside the country, they take Olawale, Olatunde and all that. But we, who are the champions, nobody think about us. So now Heritage Boxing Entertainment has come to our rescue when we are having a Southeast Boxing Commission. We hope to, you know, just the way it is being done in football, we hope very soon that it will be done in boxing.
Some Nigerian boxing officials present at the event include Blaise Ude of International Boxers Association and Mr. Innocent Nwokocha, former head Anambra State boxing referee Nkiru Ekejuba, and many others.
Remember, you can follow news and program on ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point again. Governor Saludo has expressed a resolve to give Indianambra affordable and accessible health institution. Commissioner Obinabo has cautioned parents against aiding and abetting crimes. JAMB has probed technical hitches biometric failures in 2022 UTME. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that Canada has announced plans to decriminalize cocaine, MDMA, and other drugs. Before we go, here's a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Saludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Good morning.
This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
Ye me wambena